much for joining me today. I know it's been a while, so we're gonna jump right into it. Today, we're gonna talk about trying to conceive at 37 and three things no one tells you about fertility after 35. So, first things first, stop listening to family members and friends. Okay? Um, this is one that I feel like it's very important for a lot of us. Our peace of mind is priceless. And so oftentimes we listen to our family tell us, oh, well, stop thinking about it. Just take a night, get drunk, and you'll get pregnant. And that's dandy for some people. When it comes to those of us who have infertility issues and who have underlying issues that make it harder for us to conceive, that doesn't really help. Yes, do your best to relax or do things that are going to relax. Go for massages. Our peace of mind is priceless. And so oftentimes we listen to our family tell us, oh, well, stop thinking about it. Just take a night, get drunk, and you'll get pregnant. And that's dandy for some people. When it comes to those of us who have infertility issues and who have underlying issues that make it harder for us to conceive, that doesn't really help. Yes, do your best to relax or do things that are going to relax. Go for massages, have movie nights, go on dates with your significant other. Do the things that you both love and enjoy. But you can't just listen to family members and friends tell you, oh, just relax and it'll happen, because unfortunately that's not the case for most of us. I'm not telling you, cut people out of your life. Of course, if it's toxic relationships, if those people are bringing a lot of negativity and toxicity into your life that's not helping your peace of mind, then distance yourself from them. I've done it before. There's nothing wrong with choosing your peace of mind, right? The second thing is get all your testing done early on. When you're trying to conceive and you're not quite sure what's going on with your body and you decide to go to a specialist, get everything done right out the gate. And that includes speaking to a hematologist, right? A lot of us don't know that there are other issues in addition to, your main issues. Like mine was endometriosis and PCOS. But in addition to that, I also had a blood clotting disorder, which we didn't find out about until our fourth miscarriage. So, yeah, get all of that stuff done early on because you want to know all your answers. You don't want to go into trying to conceive and just kind of winging it, okay? You will save yourself a lot of tears and stress if only you get the testing done early on. So check your levels, your AMH, your husband or significant other, make sure they check their sperm count. Kind of come together to make sure that you're able to conceive, implants, like all that stuff. I'm not gonna get too deeply into it. I'm going to be making more videos about my journey, our journey. And so just for your peace of mind, make sure you get the testing done very, very early on. And then I think the number one thing for me and for a lot of women that I know about, just because you're tracking your period on an app doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to like magically get pregnant. That's not how it works. I know when I started to conceive, when my husband and I started to conceive, trying to conceive, I had downloaded, I don't know, I think it was like 4 different apps on my phone. And every single morning I would wake up and reach under my pillow and grab the thermometer and put it under my tongue and immediately grab my phone and put the numbers on the apps into the apps. And I would do the symptoms, make sure I would record the symptoms every single day. And I mean, that's dandy, but again, an app doesn't tell, like an app will take the information you give it and try to tell you what the algorithm tells you based on other, people entering data into their app. But it doesn't tell you information that is individually for you. So take this with a grain of salt. Yeah, you can look at the apps and you can put in all the information, but at the end of the day, if your body is not right, if your hormone levels are not right, if there's an underlying issue that needs to be corrected or that a doctor needs to treat, then no amount of information you enter into an app is going to fix that. Okay, so just my train of thought. Take this with a grain of salt. But those were the things that I wish someone had told me while we were trying to conceive. So if you like this information, if you want more of it, if you want more in-depth information about the testing that I got done, and if you want specific information to my trying to conceive journey, please let me know down below, and I promise I will touch upon it in an upcoming video. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you soon. Okay.